The night was her kingdom. Precious never attacked when the sun was out. She saved her power for the night. When darkness fell, her body changed, and in seconds, she changed into the form of a long black snake, silent, deadly, and unseen. Nobody could ever prove what she truly was. Her rule of survival was clear. Leave her alone, and you would live to see another morning. But if you dared to insult her, mock her, or shame her during the day, then you had already chosen your end. By the time dawn came, you will be gone, without warning, without explanation. But her neighbors never knew this rule of Precious because she only kept it to herself as her secret. Those that she has taken out by the night never knew this rule and have failed in keeping it just because their mouth always wants to speak bad of anything they see. Precious' neighbors, still alive, never knows of this rule of hers too because none of them ever suspected her to be that evil by the night. Moreover, Precious was just a calm, quiet girl who never said a word when being insulted or treated badly by the day by others. So they thought she was. But they never knew the other side of her by nighttime. And when they did break this rule, the night will collect its debt too from them. But someone was beginning to suspect Precious, and that person was Mrs. Margaret, the very woman who had brought her into her home, into that neighborhood to be her house help. Margaret could not shake off the strange feeling she had inside her anymore concerning her suspicion of Precious, because those nights when she heard something dragging on the tiles and come out to check what it was, she would see nothing, but was sure she saw Precious's door move, as if it had just closed. Yet every morning the girl acted calm, sweeping the compound with an innocent face and doing the house chores like nothing had ever happened. And that was what worried Margaret the most. The neighborhood was already talking. People dying suddenly overnight in the neighborhood without reason. Margaret had told her there was more to Precious than she showed, so she decided to watch her closely. During the day, while doing chores, she kept her eyes on Precious, and each time she noticed how Precious sometimes avoided looking straight at people, how her eyes changed when she got angry, and how she smiled too easily after being insulted. Margaret's mind was made up. She would test her and find out the truth. Margaret's suspicion kept growing stronger by the day. She told herself she could not just sit and watch without finding out what Precious was really hiding. One afternoon, while Precious was busy with house chores as usual, Margaret called her over. She pretended to be upset and scolded her harshly for something very small, spilling water near the door. Normally, anyone would defend themselves or get angry, but Precious only stood there, silent, with her eyes fixed on Margaret. For a brief moment, Margaret swore she saw something not ordinary in Precious's eyes, something not human. But just as quickly, Precious smiled, bowed her head, and walked away. Later that evening, Margaret dropped a little mirror in the corridor, placing it where Precious usually passed at night. If Precious truly had a secret, Margaret believed the mirror would reveal it. That night, Margaret stayed awake in the dark, her heart racing, waiting to see what would happen. The house was silent. Then she heard it, the faint dragging sound across the tiles again, and the faint dragging sound was moving closer to the mirror. And what she was about to see could change everything. To be continued, hit the follow button to start following me now. Like the video, comment and share to unlock the next part.